Hello, this is Pat Walker at Mission Winners. We're making a training coaching video for everybody. One of the things I love to do is to teach chart analysis, teach investing rules, trade management, riding trends, chart recognition, pattern recognition. And I'd like to show you something here that is useful. This is Nvidia. And you can see where it got loose here and then it tightened up and it trended up on decent volume, and then it has a quiet inside day on less volume. And it's just right here resting on the rising 8-period exponential moving average. It's not a long base pattern, but it's a relatively clean and simple pattern. Up on a decent volume, inside bar, less volume, above the 8-day. It is a max list stock. That's very important, very important. I love the max list. You could say, well, what would be the setup? If it took out the highs of this line right here, see if I can draw this for you. Oh, won't let me. If it takes out this little high here and high here, downward sloping trend line, if it takes that out, it could be a buy. It could be a buy. So let's advance it just one day and see what happens. And it breaks across this downward sloping trend line. And there's a great maxim. People talk with their mouths and vote with their pocketbooks. Folks, they voted. Look at the volume on this bar right here. The volume, 4 million shares, 4.1 million shares. Excuse me. On this bar, 4.7 million shares. On this bar, 13 million shares. 4.7 versus 13, almost triple volume. Bouncing off what, folks? The 8-period exponential moving average. Right there. This was on the key list. People bought it, taking out these highs right here. Volume confirmed. Other people saw what we saw. It's not like, oh, we want to find patterns that nobody else sees. No, it's very important. Look for a few clean and simple chart pattern entries that everybody sees. It increases the odds they'll buy it too. You can say, well, I don't know about that. Folks, I'm going to flip the coin, all right? I taught on the university level and I love to reason through stuff. By the way, that was a long time ago, all right? But think about this. You come up to me and say, Pat, I found a chart pattern nobody knows about. Okay, if nobody knows about it, what are the odds that they will act on it also? Well, nobody knows about it, so nobody's going to act on it. If nobody's going to act on it, it ain't going to go up in price. I want everybody to see it. And it did, and they voted. And just advance it. Goes up, gaps up. Look at that, on increasing volume, which is nice. Quiet day here. Everything's good. We own it here, right? You're up 20 points. Let's see what happens. Down a bit on a slight pickup in volume. But note, this is very important. The low on this bar is higher than the low on this bar. The trend is still up. Now, we know that earnings are coming. So what could we do? Well, buy more? No, don't do that. You always have to measure risk. Maybe take a little bit off. Sell a little bit. Don't sell all of it because it's acting good. But with earnings coming, maybe you would take a little bit off. You can say, Patrick, quantify that statement. Sell off 20%. Sell off 25%. That's all. That's all. And then you get the payday. Earnings. Is that sweet? Look at that. And that's Friday. Had earnings and the stock gapped up because you bought it down here and you sold a little bit. Even if it gapped down, you could still walk away and not lose money, maybe make money. But instead, by selling some, but not all, you allowed yourself to participate in more of the movement. And that's what we're after. So entry right down here, we'll say, I'll just make it simple, and we'll high on this bar is 253. So I say you buy it for 254 to 255, okay? Right in here. All right. So what are you up? Right now, you're up 34 to 35 points. 34 to 35 points in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days? Hey, that's good money. That's good money. That's what we're looking for, and that's why I love the maxless stocks. Anyway, I wanted to share this with you. The issue is not, oh boy, this is great. No, the issue is, let's find some patterns that recur and look for those over and over and be disciplined enough to find a good entry and then manage it. And that helps us. That helps us. You can say, well, let's sell all of it. Why? Why would you do that? If you constantly sell too fast for a profit, you are limiting your profits. There's a great maxim. Limit your losses. Don't limit your profits. All right? Very important. Just wanted to share that with you, and I hope this helps you. And I hope you're all going to have a good 3-day weekend. It's a good thing.